Hi friends, welcome. My name is Tennessee. Today I wanted to guide you through a root chakra flow. If you don't know what chakras are, those are 7 energy sources throughout your body. They start at the base of your spine, they work their way up through the crown of your head. So with that, your root is associated to your safety, your foundation, your security. It's also associated to the color red. And so it kind of brings you that foundation, that earth's energy up through the ground into your root to kind of help you feel secure, safe in whatever areas of your life that you need that. So today we're going to work on that, kind of open that up, lengthen the back of the hamstrings, open up through the hips, all the good things, warm up the back of this, or help to warm up your lower spine and bring you kind of some relief into those areas. So with that said, I always start my classes with a chakra clearing. If you don't know what chakras are, there's 7 energy sources throughout your spine. Again, they work their way up from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. I just want you to check in, notice what feels good, notice if any discomforts. Basically getting out of your head into your body, whether that be through the posture or your breath. So today, I want you to come into an easy seated pose, crossing at your ankles, just lengthening through your spine, sitting up tall, grounding in through your sitting bones. I want you to get as comfortable as you can. And then go ahead and inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Audible exhale, let that go. Now just place your hands on top of your thighs, palms face down to receive that earth's energy. And if you feel safe in your body and you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, you can just take your gaze softly down to your mat or just down slightly ahead in front of you. So go ahead and inhale, completely fill up your lungs. Audible exhale, let that go. Let's do that again. Inhale, completely fill up. Audible exhale, release. See if you can settle a little bit further into your body, releasing any tension in through your head, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your hips, your knees, your feet. Good. This time, inhale through your nose. Find a constriction in the back of your throat and then exhale through your nose. This is your Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhaling through your nose and then exhaling through your nose. See if you can make your inhale the same length as it is your exhale with the same intensity. And I want you to carry this breath throughout your practice today, through each posture, through each movement as we go through. Now just start to clear your mind and come to the base of your spine, to your root chakra, your first chakra. This is your I am space. Your foundation, your safety, your security. This is where everything starts. Just check in, notice what feels good, notice if any discomfort. Now on your inhale, bring your focus, your energy, your awareness into your second chakra, the space just below your belly button, your sacral. This is your I feel space, where you house your emotions, your desires, your sexuality, also known as your mother womb. Now gently guide your energy up into your third chakra, the space just above your belly button, your solar plexus. This is your I do space. This is what drives you, where your passions, your creativity, your power all lie. Now slowly move your energy up into your fourth chakra, your heart. Your I love space, space of relationships, self-acceptance, and unconditional love. Now gently guide your energy up into your fifth chakra, your throat, your I speak space, space of communication, your truth. Now bring your energy up into your sixth chakra, the space just between your eyebrows, your I see space, your space of intuition, your third eye. And then finally, take your focus, your energy, your awareness all the way above your head to your seventh chakra, your crown chakra. Your I understand space, your path to enlightenment. Now I want you to draw your energy all the way down to the base of your spine and then inhale it through the 7 chakras through the crown of your head. Notice if anything gets stuck, of any discomforts, or if it feels good. Work to bring your focus, your energy, your awareness to those areas throughout your class today. One big clearing breath in. Audible exhale, let that go. If your eyes are shut, go ahead and flutter your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms all the way above your head. Exhale, pull back to a cactus arm. Bring your arms to a 90 or elbows to a 90 degrees. Now inhale, Open up through your heart center. Take your gaze slightly up and back. Exhale, round through your spine. Pull your forearms to touch into your midline. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, round through. Find your seated cat-cow. Inhaling, opening, pulling your chest forward. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Give me a few more rounds here. One more round. Good, now just slowly reach your arms all the way back up above your head. Exhale, draw your right forearm outside your right hip. Inhale, left arm extends all the way up. Feel that stretch through your left side body. Breathe. Exhale, cartwheel your left hand to your left side hip. Inhale, reach your right arm up, extending through your right side. Good, maybe add a flow on your own, taking it right and then to your left. Let that feel good. Feel that stretch. Feel that sensation in through your hips, through your side bodies. One more here. Now slowly come all the way into a tabletop. Go ahead and stack your shoulders to the top, or stack your shoulders to your wrists. Hips are in line with your knees. Belly button pulls into spine. Now option to tuck your toes under or ground to the tops of your feet. Inhale, cow pose. Take your gaze up as you draw your bellies down. Exhale, cat. Tuck in, round up. Pull your hip bones up to your rib cage. Dome up through your shoulder blades. Maybe add movement side to side, left to right. Maybe add some barrel rolls. Do what feels good for you and your body. Inhale, cow pose. So you can take your gaze up a little bit further, broadening through the collarbones, opening up through your throat. Exhale, cat. Tucking in, doming up. Good, let's do one more round. Inhale, cow. And then exhale for cat. Slowly work your way back to a neutral spine. Extend your left leg long behind. Reach your right arm forward, palm face in. Inhale, lengthen, extend, reach. Exhale, draw your elbow into your knee and hold. Inhale, lengthen, extend, reach. Exhale, bring it in. One more here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw back in. Slowly work your way back to a tabletop. This time, extend your right leg back behind. Reach your left arm forward, palm face in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach, extend, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. One more here. Exhale, draw it in. Breathe. Good. Draw your hand down. Plant your right knee down to your mat. Tuck your toes under, lift your tailbone high, find your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. This is your first down dog of your class. Feet are about hip width distance. Take your gaze in between your feet, torso in between your thighs, crown of your head down. The goal in a downward dog is to lengthen through your spine, so you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Just make sure that your triceps are wrapped around your ears, you have an external rotation through your inner thighs, and extending through the crown of your head. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes, roll into your high plank, hold it here. If you need to, you can drop your knees down, keep your pelvis tucked under, round up just a tiny bit through your shoulder blades. Good, exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's do that again. Roll back into your high plank or draw your knees down, just making sure that your shoulders are stacked to your wrists, hips are in line with your knees. Now notice, I did not change my feet or my hands. You want to keep those the same in both postures. Inhale, lift it back up. Find your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. Now this time, come up onto your tippy toes. Take your gaze to the top of your mat. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Find a forward fold, Uttanasana. Now, Ragdoll Pose, reach for opposite elbows. Sway your bodies left to right. Nod your head yes or no. Maybe scoop the energy into your midline. Let this feel good. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Release the tension through your head, your neck, and your jaw. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, belly button pulls into spine. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, extending through the crown of your head. Now, if you're dumping down or rounding through, I want you to draw your torso down and extend. Option for your hands to be palms face towards your shins. Options, palms face towards one another. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Arms sweep all the way up. Bring your toes to touch. Look up between your hands. Draw your hands down to your heart center. Inhale, take your gaze to your hands. Exhale, Tadasana. Hands by your side. Palms are facing forward. Now Now flowing through a Sun A. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep all the way up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, or a swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back behind, and then step your left foot coming into your high plank. Now option again, draw your knees down. Otherwise, shift your weight forward, come onto the ball of your tippy toes, hug your elbows into your rib cage as you lower halfway. Now option to come all the way down to your bellies. Untuck your toes, ground through the tops of your feet, through your hip bones. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Lift your chest up, hug your elbows back, shoulders melt away. Exhale, slowly lower. Good, tuck your toes under. Come up onto your knees. Lift your tailbone high. Find your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe. Now option to pedal at your feet. Pull your heels back and down. Walk your dog, do what feels good for you. Just settling in. This time take your gaze back to the top of your mat. Step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep all the way up, look up. Exhale, find the swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. This time, step back or jump back to your chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees and hips lift up off your mat, arms are straight, gaze ahead. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, find your breath. Good, belly button pulls in. Again, add any movement you need here. This time, take your gaze back to the top of your mat. Step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Oopatasana. Toes to touch, knees to touch. Squeeze your inner thighs. Tailbone draws back and down, belly's in, chest is lifted, arms are strong. Now check your knees, make sure they're behind your big toe. If they're pulling forward, you want to sink your hips back and down. Look up between your hands, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower all the way down, or upward dog, or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right heel rises. Pull your heel up to the ceiling. Now you want to keep your hip bone facing back towards your mat. So if your hips open, try to pull it back down, square your pinky toe. Inhale, exhale, draw your knee up into your chest, rounding up through your shoulder blades. Hold it here, stack shoulders to wrist. Inhale, sweep your right heel high. Exhale, step through to the inside of your right hand. Plant your left foot into a 45. Inhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Sinking into your front knee. So your front knee is stacked to your ankle. Back foot's grounded. Hips and shoulders are square. Arms are strong. So if your back heel's lifted, I want you to pull your heel down and then square your hips. Look up between your hands. Exhale, plant it down. Send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left heel rises. Draw your pinky toe back towards your mat, square your hips. Exhale, draw your knee up into your nose, hold, rounding up through the spine. Inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, step it through, warrior one. Back foot steps into a 45, front knee stacks, hip shoulders are square, arms are strong. Beautiful, look up, palms to touch. Exhale, draw back down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Whew. We're going to flow through a sun B. One more time. Take your gaze back to the top of your mat. Step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Toes to touch, knees to touch. Look up between your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Option to lower halfway, option all the way down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel rises. Exhale, knee to nose, hold, round up through the shoulder blades. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, warrior one. Step to the inside of your right hand, back foot steps in, front knee stacks, hip shoulders are square, arms sweep up. Look up between your hands. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, step it through, warrior one. Back foot's grounded, front knee stacks, hip shoulders are square. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhales, downward facing dog. Breathe. Woo, pedal out your feet. Nice, guys. Find your breath, check back into your body. Now this time, just come all the way down to your knees. Bring your knees out wide, toes to touch. Find your way into a child's pose. Draw your third eye down to your mat. Extend your arms to the top. Maybe shift side to side. Let that feel good through your hips, your low back. Breathe. One more breath. Now plant your hands. Take your gaze to the top of your mat. Lift all the way back up. Tuck your toes under. Lift your tailbone up. Downward facing dog. Uttanasana. Breathe. Pedal out your feet. Belly button pulls in. Gaze between your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale. Right heel rises. Exhale. Draw your knee up into your chest. Rounding up through the middle of your back. Good. Shifting forward to a high plank into the upper body. Inhale. Right heel rises. Three-legged. Exhale, step through warrior two. So step your right foot to the inside of your right hand. Open up or pivot onto your back foot. Cartwheel your hands open. Gaze down your front middle finger. So you're grounding through the blade of your back foot. Front knee stacks to your front ankle. Drawing your tailbone straight down. Shoulders melt back and down. Gaze ahead. Inhale, reverse your warrior two. Reach your right arm up and back. Left arm down your thigh. Your legs stay the same in both postures. Breathe in. Exhale, Trichanasana. Go ahead and straighten out your right leg. Cartwheel your hands to the inside of your calf. Stack your shoulders back to stack. Good, breathe. Create space with the external oblique and the top of the thigh. I don't care that you touch the ground here. Typically when we touch up the ground, you start to tend to roll this left shoulder in. I want you to open it up and lift. Breathe in. Exhale, soft bend into your right knee. Find your warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Now this time, inhale, high crescent lunge. Sweep your left arm forward to the top of your mat. Pivot on your left foot. Back heel's lifted, front knee stacked, hip shoulders are square. Take your gaze up. Exhale, plant both hands to the inside of your right foot. Find a dragon lunge. So your left heel's lifted, stacking your heel to the ball of your foot. And slowly draw your left knee down. Untuck your left toes. Keep hugging your right knee into your shoulder. Broadening through the collarbones, take your gaze slightly ahead. Keep pulling your hips down and forward. Breathe here. Exhale, twisted dragon. Heel toe your right foot out to a 45. Come onto the blade of your right foot. Gently press your knee out as you take your gaze up over your right shoulder. Again, keep pulling the hips down and forward. Breathing in. Exhale, go ahead and heel toe your front foot to the middle of your mat. Find your half splits. So send your hips back to stack to your back knee. Flex your front toes towards your shin. Lead with your torso to the top of your thigh. Again, option for blocks underneath your hands to bring the ground up. Or just place your hands down, slowly hinging from your hips. Draw your way forward. One more breath. Now plant your right toes down, frame your front foot with both hands, tuck your back toes under, lift through your back knee, and then sweep your right foot back behind, find a high plank, or draw down to your knees, and lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, slowly lower. Tuck your toes under, lift your tailbone up, downward facing dog, Uttanasana. Inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, draw your knee up into your chest, breathing in, holding. Inhale, three-legged. Send your left heel high. Exhale, step it through, warrior two. Ground through the blade of your back foot, cartwheel your hands open, soft bend into your front knee, knee stacks to your ankle, hip shoulders are now open, gaze on your front middle finger. Inhale, reverse your warrior two. Reach your left arm up and back, right arm down. Legs stay the same. Inhale, exhale, Trichanasana. Straighten out your left leg, cartwheel your left hand to the inside of your calf, stack your shoulders, stack your hips, lifting, reaching up with the external oblique. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two, soft bend into your front knee. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Back heel lifts, front knee stacks, hip shoulders are square. Good. Draw your hands down to the inside of your left foot. Find your dragon lunge. Push your weight forward. And then slowly lower your right knee down. Untuck your right toes. Keep hugging left knee into your shoulder. Keep pulling your hips down and forward. One more breath. Exhale, twisted dragon. Heel toe your left foot out to a 45. Come onto the blade of your left foot. Gently press your knee out as you take your gaze up over your left shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale, half splits. Send your heel toe your left foot into the middle of your mat. Shift your hips back. Back to stack to your back knee. Flex your front toes towards your shin. Lead with your torso to the top of your thighs. One more breath. Exhale, slowly lower your left foot down. Frame your front foot with both hands. Tuck your back toes under, lift through your back knee. Send back to a high plank. And this time lower all the way down to your bellies. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, slowly lower. Tuck your toes, tailbone lifts. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now take your gaze to the top of your mat. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Find your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, draw your hands down to your heart center. Inhale, exhale, Tadasana, palms face forward. Nice work, guys. Now I'm going to face you. So working on balancing into tree pose. So grounding in through your left leg. You can have a soft bend into your left knee. Parallel your right thigh towards your mat. Now take the blade of your right foot all the way up into your left hip crease. Allow your knee to fall out. Tuck your pelvis under. If this is too much, take the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh, above your knee. Or if you want to find a kickstand, cross at your ankle, go ahead and open up through your knee, your hips, and your chest. Whatever variation you're in, you're working the same. So inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, plug your shoulders back and down. Chest is lifted, belly's in. Good, breathe. Now imagine the earth's energy coming all the way up into your left leg, shooting up through your root chakra. Breathing. Don't hold your breath, don't create more tension. Woo. One more breath here. Exhale, parallel your right thigh. Lower it down to meet your left. Draw your hands down into your heart center. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. I'll take it to your right side. So grounding through your right leg, soften into your right knee. Again, you have your options. Take the blade of your left foot up as high as you can into your hip crease. Knee pulls out, pelvis tucks. Also take your foot just inside your thigh, or you can cross at your ankle. Find the kickstand here. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Draw your shoulder blades back and down, chest is lifted. Breathe in. Find the balance, find the control. Get out of your head, get into your body. Yes. Oftentimes our minds start to wander and then we fall and then we don't get back in. If you fall, you get back in. Who cares? We're all in this together. Give one more breath. Nice work, guys. Parallel your left thigh. Slowly lower down to meet your right. Go ahead and draw your hands down to your heart center. Exhale, Tadasana. Pedal out your feet, your legs. Shake that out. Let that go. Breathe. One more breath. Now, just step out to about a 45. If you're facing the top of your mat, that's totally fine too. I'm going to face you guys to kind of show you the angle that you need. Take your feet out to a 45, and then sink your tailbone all the way down, finding a malasana or a yogi's squat. Now, if this is too much for you, you can always take a block. If you have it, you can always take your block and just sit on your block and hold it here. This is totally fine. Elbows to the inside of your knees, thumbs to your chest, extend and lift up through the crown of your head. Otherwise, if you don't need your block, sink your tailbone down, again, lift. Try not to round through your spine, try not to dump down. We're lifting and extending, breathing. Now, if your feet don't touch all the way, if your feet or your heels are lifted or you have tight hips, that's totally fine. You can take your stance out wider and then just come all the way down here to a horse squat. Otherwise, if you've got it, sink in a little bit further, breathing here. Ooh, yes, you can, I promise. Get out of your head, get into your body. One more breath. Nice work, guys. Exhale, slowly come all the way down to your sitting bones. So again, if you're facing the top of your mat, just come all the way down. Lower all the way down to your backs. Hug your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Oopatasana, wind relieving pose. Reach for opposite elbows. Maybe sway side to side, left to right. I want you to pull the back of your neck down to your mat without constricting your breathing, extending through your spine. One more breath. Now find your way into a happy baby. Send the soles of your feet up, draw your knees down. Either grab the insides of your feet or the outside edges of your feet and pull down. Plug your shoulder blades back and down. Now if you're here and your tailbone is lifting up, I want you to see if you can grab the underneath of your thighs and pull down that way. You want to keep your tailbone grounded. You want to extend your spine. Find your breath. Good, now slowly lower the soles of your feet down just outside your sitting bones. Take the soles of your feet together, knees out wide, coming into your Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. Now place your hands on top of your thighs. Take the meaty part of your palms to the inside of your hip crease and just gently press down. You should feel that in your low back. It's okay if you don't straighten your arms, but you should feel that stretch. It should feel really good. One more breath. Exhale, slowly release. Now just bring your knees back up into your midline and allow your knees to fall over to your right side, finding a supine twist. You can allow your knees to stack. You can allow your knees to stagger. You can also find an eagle leg where you cross your left over your right. Whatever works for you. Bring your arms out to a T, gaze over to your left. Work to keep your shoulders grounding. Feel that stretch to the small of your low back. Inhale, slowly come back through your midline. Exhale, supine twist over to your left, gaze to your right. Again, working to keep the shoulders grounding. One more breath. Inhale, slowly come back through your midline. Extend your legs straight up to the ceiling. Find your legs up the wall pose. Flex your toes back towards your shin. Surrender into your upper body. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest or digest. Always good to do right before bed, or really any time of day that you feel kind of anxious or anxiety or stressed out. You can kind of help calm the nervous system. One more breath. Exhale, slowly lower your legs down to the top of your mat. Once your heels touch the top of your mat, find yourself a good morning stretch. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Point your toes towards the front. And then extend your arms towards the back. Big stretch through your front side body. Big inhale. Hold it at the top. Audible exhale, release. Allow your hands to fall out to the side. Palms face up. And close your eyes and come into your final Shavasana. Just kind of settle in. Allow your thoughts to come and go. Now this time I want you to bring your focus back to your root chakra, your first chakra, located at the base of your spine. And I want you just to imagine the brightest red light energy circling into your root chakra, clearing any negative space that you're holding on to, clearing any black tar, any black energy, anything that doesn't serve to you. And just imagine this red light energy spinning and balancing, offering you security, safety, a foundation. Now I want you to set the intention that we are in the same room. And I want you to imagine my hands hovering over your root chakra. As you imagine this, I want you to imagine the universal life energy of Reiki coming into your root chakra. And I want you to imagine this healing energy spinning, releasing, letting go of what no longer serves you, balancing your root to its fullest expression. Allow that energy just to flow through your body. Once again, allowing you that safety, security foundation. One more breath in. Audible exhale, let that go. When you're ready, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, bring life back into your bodies. Inhale, completely fill up your lungs. Audible exhale, let that go. Let's do that again. Inhale, completely fill up. This time, clench your fist shut, shrug your shoulders up, squeeze every muscle fiber in your body. Audible exhale, release. Leave everything on your mat today. When you're ready, come into a fetal position either on your right or your left side. Your right side is your masculine energy and your left side is your feminine energy. And then slowly work your way up to an easy seated pose, back to where we started. So just crossing at your ankles, lengthening through your spine, just sitting up tall. Inhale, arms reach all the way above your head. Take all that good energy, bring it down into your heart center, your heart space, your fourth chakra. Inhale your confidence, your self-love, your self-acceptance. And exhale all your fears and doubts. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Again, my name is Tennessee. Namaste.